Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's StepsBasic, and welcome back to my community show. So, first of all, announcements. We got a stream of consciousness I'm going to try to do next week, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. An actual good topic, one that I'm not going to get all sad about. So, yeah, that's good. Proof that stream of consciousness doesn't always have to be negative. But apart from that, I know we're getting closer to the end of Last of Us. A couple more episodes, then we're going to do Left Behind. And not going to lie to you, I'm excited about the end of the month, because at the end of the month, I'm going to be doing Doom Eternal. I have it on pre-order. I've got it on PC, so I'm excited about that. And yeah. But after I've got, 2 more episodes of The Wolf Among Us, that'll get done, and then I'm going to have to start something else. And that's kind of annoying because it's coinciding with Doom Eternal. It's getting really close to Doom Eternal, and I don't want to start a new game just to have to put it on hiatus for a moment, because I want to finish up The Last of Us. I want to be able to start Doom Eternal right away. So I'm not going to put it off. Once it's out, the first day it's out, I'm making a video of it. Boom. But apart from that, I don't really have any more announcements. Working on something pretty big for the Babbling Beards, and it's going to be awesome. I'm having fun with it already. And I might post a link here somewhere on this channel when it's done, because honestly, it's a lot of fun that I'm doing. And I kind of want to put a little bit more effort into the Babbling Beard stuff now that the both of us are working on it again. Now that we both have full access and everything. By the way, Bubble Ninja's channel's back up and running. If you guys want to go check him out, make sure to pop over and say hi. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the Babbling Beards, go check him out. Go check us out. You might like what we see over there. But that's a podcast, by the way. Also has gaming highlights and a few one-off video stuff that he and I do on our own. But apart from that, that's all the announcements for today. Today, I did want to talk more about nostalgia gaming, because it seems like all of the games that I'm looking forward to right now are remakes, sequels, remakes of sequels, and sequels of iconic nostalgic games. And I just wanted to kind of revisit the topic. I know I've talked about nostalgia gaming on this channel a bit, and I've talked about my past with gaming and stuff I've done in the past, which is literally just repeating what I just said. And dang it if it isn't happening again, because, all right, so honesty here, I'm not a big fan of remakes in general. I can't deny that. I hate that it's unoriginal, and it's really just rehashing something that's been done before. Just as a topic, I don't like the fact that we're remaking stuff. But I've been waiting so long for Final Fantasy VII. I mean, if you think about it, I played it back in 97. I played it when it first came out, and I remember the TV spots of it, and I remember everything for it, and I loved that game so much. I played it to death. Even played it for my channel before, and then there was rumors about a remake for the PlayStation 2, and then there was, even worse, there was a tech demo for the PlayStation 3 that featured Final Fantasy VII, and it was beautiful. I mean, for its time, it's not so beautiful anymore, especially when you have something better to compare it to. But, so I've been just the only thing I ever held in low regard for that game was the graphics. Even for the PlayStation, they weren't good graphics. As much as I want to say, for its time, it was good. And the backdrops were beautiful. The characters and interactable objects, they were just blocky polygons. So I cannot in good faith, defend the graphics of Final Fantasy VII. So that was like the one problem I had with it. And now we're getting the remake, finally. And moreover, it's not just a promise or a hint or a whisper in the wind, but Final Fantasy VII is finally coming out again. And it is everything I hoped for. I mean, what did I say when I was talking about it? I want the combat system, I wanted either fully turn-based or at least some variation of 15s, but better. And what did we get? We got 15, but better. The combat system is so smooth. You're not just sitting around waiting for your ATB bar to fill up, which was one of the issues with the original game. And you're moving around constantly. So it's like I played for an hour and I felt like it was 20 minutes because so much was happening. And I wasn't overwhelmed, but at the same time, I was enjoying my entire experience. So it wasn't the slow, I got to read this, I have to wait for my bar to fill up before I can do anything. It was action-packed excitement. And yes, I know, sometimes I will talk about if you just throw out a whole bunch of explosions and everything, then that doesn't necessarily make for good content. But it didn't sacrifice the story for it. So, yay. And of course, we got Doom Eternal coming out, which I mentioned I'm going to be playing for the channel when it comes out. And nostalgia gaming here, I loved the original Doom. And all it was literally just shoot, click, move, shoot, move, shoot, dodging fireballs and whatnot. Very low quality. But again, for its time, it was something that was phenomenal. You got your first-person shooters and Wolfenstein and Doom, and it was just a lot of fun back then. And then I played Doom 2016, and I mean, heck, it's even my wallpaper. I love that game because it reignited the original Doom feel with the high-intensity fight for your life sort of deal, but then incorporated a story that was somewhat coherent and easy to follow. I mean, granted, the story takes a bit of a backseat to the gameplay, because that's what Doom is. Doom is the gameplay. It's the first-person shooter, rip and tear, destroy all bad guys, fighting the secret evil monsters and whatnot. And, it's not that bad. It's one of the few times when I'm, like, okay with the story taking a backseat. I love the story. I love the fact that there is a story, and I feel like Doom Eternal is just going to expand upon that. And moving into the new one, it's like, just getting those same old feels again, I guess technically this is kind of like a games I'm looking forward to list. On top of it all, not only do we got Final Fantasy Remake, we got the Doom Eternal coming out. Next up is going to be Resident Evil 3 Remake, RE3 Make. And that one was my favorite Resident Evil game because you were not confined to a single building. You were exploring the entire city, more or less. And, Jill Valentine was awesome. I hated her outfit back in the day, so I'm glad they're changing it. Because, I mean, that is just the most impractical outfit to be wearing in the middle of a zombie outbreak apocalypse. I mean, short of, high heels, which I was still grumpy about that, people. I love the noir outfits, but why did Claire have to have high heels? Smart dress shoes would have been great, but no, high heels. I'm not going to be running around the sewers, getting my heels stuck in the grate, snapping them off, breaking my ankles. Come on, people. But I haven't seen fully what everything looks like yet because I'm kind of avoiding it a little bit. But, it's going to be awesome. Apart from all that, we have the next one is one that I've been looking forward to for a little while. The Last of Us Part 2. Now, this is an interesting ride for me. Because, first of all, The Last of Us, easily top 5, top 3 of my favorite games of all time. Because the story is deep and dark and exactly what you expect with an apocalypse. The main character, Joel, is one of the few times it was like he was never portrayed as a good guy. So if you expect him to be a good guy, what are you doing? Except for in the beginning of the game, with him and Sarah. And even then, you start to see like little flashes of he's not out in this world for everybody else. Like, do not pick up those hitchhikers. We have to go, sort of thing. And just like the purest anti-hero ever. They were promising like, oh, we're gonna make a movie of it. I'm like, sweet, that's awesome, that'd be great. Movie never happened. But then they're like, oh, Last of Us Part 2 is coming out. I'm like, okay, but I'm excited for it, and it looks good, but at the same time, what else is there to tell? Where's the story going for right now? And that's what's got me kind of worried. And we're going to be focusing on Ellie, from what I understand. Ellie's going to be the main character in this one. And I've had my issues with the ads and stuff, but Ellie looks amazing. And I'm excited to play Ellie through the game. It's going to be super awesome. But like I said, I'm worried about the story, because what else is there to tell? Maybe she's going to find more immune survivors. That'll be pretty cool. But I'm going to save that for when I actually play it. However, there's been another announcement that's got my nostalgia gaming interest peaked, is that Netflix is adapting a series for The Last of Us. And I'm like, ooh, what's that going to be like? But I'm excited. I want to see where that's going to go. So yeah, that's what nostalgia gaming is doing at the moment. And I'm kind of pumped about it. You know, those 4 games. Did I mention 4 games? Final Fantasy VII, Doom Eternal, Resident Evil 3 Remake. Yeah, 4 games. Those 4 games have really got my nostalgia ticking over. You know, I'm kind of excited about where the world's going to take us next. That all being said, I want some originality, you know. There is actually another announcement that I'm going to talk to in another video. But I want some originality. I want some new stories. I like my old stories, yes, but I want some new stories too. Something that's kind of got me both on the fence and excited for Final Fantasy VII is they've enhanced the story. They've increased it and added more to it. And you saw a little bit of it in the demo I played, but for the most part, it's like, oh, what do we got next? And I'm like, if they change too much of the story, is it going to still feel like the original story? Because that's really what I'm hoping for. It's just the feel of it. As long as the story is somewhat similar and has a great, like, similar feel to it, then I'm going to be okay. But I worry when people add things to stories, you know, because not only is there such a thing as too much of a good thing, but contradictions, freaking retconning, I hate that. And I don't want to see that. So I'm excited, but also on the fence. But anyway, that's it for me and my topic for today, talking about nostalgia gaming again. Hopefully I won't have to get nostalgic and do it again, because nostalgia gaming is definitely something I kind of experience a lot, but at the same time, I don't want to talk about it all the time. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me for this community show. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, please go and poke that like button for me. If you'd like to see more from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and of course, as always, you're more than welcome to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and when I can, if I can, you know all that jazz. And tune in next time when we talk about something else at another time, and until then, good night.